Right. These are the peanuts. As you can see, the rains have not stopped, and the peanuts are actually growing. The section that we planted second is now starting to improve. They're actually starting to grow to become. They're actually almost the same size as the peanuts that we planted at the beginning. That side is the ones that we planted at the beginning. These are the ones that we just planted recently. So these ones are now almost the same size. So as you can see, the soil seems to be doing well for peanuts. Yes, there's some places where there are patches, like over here there's a patch. Those patches are being caused by the peanuts on those areas didn't grow. So we are just hoping that the peanuts will do well. We're now almost into the first week of, we're almost 2 days away from March, and the rains have not stopped. So as much, we need a little bit of sunlight so that the peanuts do much better. Okay, this is the last bunch of maize that we have planted. They've now reached knee high. They're actually doing very well. Also, the advantage that they have got has been due to the amount of rainfall that we have received. The amount of rainfall has actually helped this maize actually blossom. So we are waiting probably another week or so before we put another top dressing for the maize. And after that, it's now just waiting until they get to a point where they are ready to be harvested. But as I said, this maize is actually doing quite well. For this is the last maize that we planted. This one I think we planted in mid-January if I remember well. But the maize is actually doing well and it's growing. So I'm really happy that the maize is doing well. And as I said, we have had loads of rains, which has really improved and actually helped us to keep on having more, able for us to plant until into the late months that we have. These are the beans. This is also the last bunch of beans that we've planted. It's actually doing very well. As you will see through, the beans have actually popped out nicely, and we're actually expecting quite a good harvest. The germination rate was really high, and this means that definitely the beans will do well. But as you can see, that there's certain areas whereby the beans is actually growing faster than the other area. I think this is due to the way we plowed the area. This one was done like in 2 stages, whereby these ones were plowed first and then these ones were then plowed later on. So therefore these ones had more time to breathe and grow. So these ones are doing extremely well. So that's really all I can say right now about the beans, but we will hopefully have more as the beans go through and grow. This is the last sweet potato that we planted. It's still, as much as it may seem not doing well, but I believe that it will do well with the amount of rainfalls that we are receiving. The sweet potato is gaining a lot of water through the amount of rain that is falling here like every day. So I really don't see any problem with the sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes, we only did 3 beds on this side, and then I'll show you through to the other side where we planted more sweet potatoes, which were the first ones to be planted. So through the maize again, that is now at knee height. This is doing well. As I said, the maize is doing really well for this section. And this, we're also going to go through and see a bunch of we're going to get through to the other side of the maize, where there is maize that is growing. This is the area which we believe that the soil is just extremely bad, and this is close to the ones which is the peanuts. The peanuts, as I said, were doing well, but this is the maize that was not really doing well, and the area is the soil is just not fertile. But we have tried to plant some maize, some chickpeas, if I'm correct, which we have grown this side. And as I said, this is the first group of sweet potatoes that we planted on this side. So they're actually doing well, and we will update you as we go along. As I said, this maize, this section just not doing well at all. So, but this maize was planted before that maize. So, and this one is just struggling. So we're not too sure what is really happening this side, but we know that the land is not that fertile.